Welcome to another TableTalk review, and in this episode we're going to be reviewing Reality Shift Deluxe Edition.
Reality Shift is for ages 14 and up, about 20 minutes, and for 2 to 5 players.
So, this is the Deluxe Edition. The difference between Deluxe and Standard Edition is it comes with this board, which has a playable grid in which you can move around on this side, or just a grid to have the layout on this side.
So, Reality Shift is a racing game, primarily.
Yes.
But there's other modes to play the game.
In Deluxe Edition. Other differences are these Deluxe cubes, this one and these two. And everything else, all the rest of the cubes are standard. They also have these power-up cards. And I believe these tokens are also in the Deluxe Edition, which are used for the various game modes. We played all of them in our Versus, but basically the different game modes are race, get from starting cube to the finish line. Other game modes include a
Battle Royale,
essentially, where these tokens represent lives and you're trying to have player elimination. There's also
Power Mode.
Yes, where the Battle Royale as well as Power Mode both use these power-up cards for checkpoints, but the difference is in Power-up Mode you're also trying to collect 4 of these tokens, which are represented by numbers and checkpoints on the
Not necessarily 4, it just depends on player count.
No, it's always 4.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, that's basically the gist of this game, and you manipulate the cubes and it's in a 3-dimensional space. It's really cool, really neat. I think it's really cool.
So the artwork is, like high tech. In my opinion, I do like it. It reminds me of Tron. One of the cool things about the game is it's magnetic. So you have your little race car drivers that would drive around on these cubes.
And just reference, look, he's upside down.
Yes.
But yeah, if the space is uncovered, you can move from one side to the next using the magnet and movement and all that fun stuff.
So that's the neat thing about this game and components.
Also manipulating cubes, but
yeah. So the art is like a basic,
Yes, it's very futurist.
Yeah.
Science fiction-y, futuristic type deal. Lots of neon lights. Very Tron 80s type feel to it.
Components. This is where I have my complaints. The cars are kind of thin. I don't like how they feel. They're flimsy. These cubes have a sticker which kind of gives it the layout, and what I don't like is the sticker is peeling off, and these are like a new game. We only played it a couple of times, and when you first open the box, some of them are already kind of peeling off. You gotta press it down. So over time you might have to use some glue to keep these stickers on, and that's my complaint. Like,
over a very extended period of time.
You don't know.
Well, no, I don't, but based on what I can tell, I'd say that a lot of the peeling up is probably heat from shipping or being outside in shipping containers and moving around. Also, some of the stickers aren't quite centered or aren't quite well shaped in there. So if it's slightly askew, it's already riding up on one side where it's off-centered, where it's a little gap on the other side kind of situation.
Regardless, they could have done a better job with this. Instead of stickers, or done something to make sure that these do not come off. So
there you go.
That's my biggest complaint with this game and components.
I don't have any complaints.
Okay, well, gameplay.
I think it's fun. The various game modes, as I mentioned, I think I prefer the power mode or the battle royale mode over the basic race.
Yes, I do enjoy that there's 3 different ways to play this game. It gives it a lot of replayability. My favorite is the it's between the battle royale and the power mode too. I feel the same because the race is very generic. Like It's a basic race.
I do like what the bonus cubes or deluxe cubes throw in there. Also, the deluxe edition does allow for 5 players, as you mentioned in the player count at the beginning of the episode, because the base game actually only has 4 players.
Okay.
Tops out of 4.
So the deluxe edition is a lot better than the base edition.
Right.
It has a lot more things with it. So I would advise to get the deluxe edition.
We did get this at Dice Tower East, and when we got it, we were talking to the people who were demoing it and such. They do have some really like super builds where you can combine 2 copies, deluxe and a basic, to make I don't know, so it starts with 9, so like 18, 19, 20 possible cubes.
It'd just be a really big map. Build. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it could. I mean I think it definitely can extend the gameplay. It might make that basic race a little bit more interesting because there'll
be more pieces.
More pieces, so there's a further traversing. So because of that, it'll actually kind of push you to want to manipulate the board a little bit more, bring the exit to you, where just versus the 6.
How was the rulebook? Was it easy to read and understand?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: the deluxe actually has 2 rulebooks. So this is your base game rulebook. It's a read this before you play anything, and it kind of gives you the gist of how to play the basic game and what all the cards can do, or at least the action cards, which allow you to manipulate the cubes. Deluxe Edition also adds all of the super builds in the last couple pages, also all variants of gameplay, and what the bonus cubes do, and all the extra stuff. And yeah, so I think it was pretty easy to understand. Not too confusing. There were some. I remember when we were playing, there were some minor questions that we had. Well, we played a 4-player, so it's off camera. But we think we kind of figured it out. Just going back and forth through the rules.
All right. So, do you have anything else to add before we give our overall rating? No?
I enjoy it.
I did enjoy this game. My overall rating is going to be 4 stores. I knocked off 1 whole store because the cubes are the main component, and I am not satisfied with the stickers. That's the reason. Plus the cards are kind of flimsy. I mean, if it was just the cards, then I would have given it a 4.5. But these cubes, it's the main attraction. It needs to be like top notch.
High production value. I mean, there are some like little locking mechanisms.
That was neat. So like when you put the cubes together,
there's some like little notches that kind of fit.
Keeps it together so it doesn't like move around, which I like that. But the stickers is what you play on and you race with. And if stickers are off the cube, you can't use it.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Anyway, I'd give it a 4 as well. It's fun, interesting. It's tactile feel to it with moving of the cubes around, but it's also not something I feel like I'm always going to be like, hey, let's play this game. It's really awesome. Like, no. Unless someone says I want to play a racing game, I might grab this. Mm-hmm. But just I don't know. It's just not
your game.
Not 100% my game. Mm-hmm. I do find fun, and if anyone said, "Hey, can we play that?" I would be happy to play it.
All right. Well, that's our review of Reality Shift Deluxe.
Thanks for watching. Like a comment. Leave a comment, like, or subscribe. And or subscribe. Yeah. What?
You're lying.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye for now.